I'm not the traditional man. I'm not gonna have traditional answers for you. Like, quite honestly. Like,
Do you think? Sorry, real
Wait,
quick.
so did she work the last relationship? Was she in the adult industry?
Yeah. She did OnlyFans and stuff, like all that.
How long did you date?
Probably for like 6 months or so, like something like that. We met. She actually paid me for a collaboration, so I actually got paid to smash, so it was great. No, I didn't smash right away. Like we took a vacation together, like because we got hot and heavy quick. Like, yo, let's take a vacation. I'm like, all right, bet we going to Mexico. Like literally, like we got because I could tell she wanted to get down, and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's very
I
unconventional.
could tell she wanted to get down.
That's the best.
Well, you know how we all women
took a
be. Like y'all be
vacation.
falling for us, and like you want to give it up, but you're like, I don't want him to think I'm a hoe. Like I'm not gonna give him the pussy the first night. Like
Not these
he's gonna-
days.
he's gonna respect me more. Like like no, I'll respect you more. Like I want women to enjoy sex as much as a man does. Like that's me. Like personally, I don't care about body counts. As long as you got clean bill of health, that's all I care about. I don't care about who you've been with. As long as you make me happy and we make each other happy, I don't care what anyone thinks.
That's the
I think that's
Capricorn answer.
Cool.
Yeah, big cap energy.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Very much a cap answer.
Cap, that's a double entendre right there. No, that is no cap. That is truth.
Yeah,
That
they're
is true.
opposites of us. We're
I know,
Scorpio and
I
Cap,
know,
so
yeah,
we're here.
right,
We're in the
right.
right mind. I mean,
So relationship.
Scorpio placement, actually.
well, that placemat has food
Yeah.
crumbs all over it.
So yeah, and it's just as an entertainer,
off.
it's very hard to maintain a traditional relationship. Just because I don't know. Hoes are way more fun. Like I say hoes respectfully, by the way. I'm talking about like girls who work in the adult
They
industry.
said host first.
They refer
so
them.
it's
They
okay.
refer themselves as like I just can't be with a. I remember one time back when I lived in LA, I hooked up with this girl like after I'd been with a porn chick, and she was more vanilla, whatever. And after we like hooked, like she was a normal person, like a normal civilian, And afterwards, she's like kind of sitting there after we had sex. I'm like, she's like,
You never go
she's
back.
Like, she's like, why'd you spit in my face and call me a bitch? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I just the last girl, like she liked that. I'm sorry. Like that, like I didn't know, like she like.
Not the last
yeah,
girl. Did you
yeah,
say that?
what? No, but she liked like this last girl. The girl before that, she like getting spit on, all that kind of crazy stuff. That you freaky girls
I
be
just
into.
spit on my face.
No, but it's just funny going from a freak to a vanilla, girl. It was funny,
That didn't last long.
Yeah, no. Well, it's funny because I don't think I nutted the first time, and then the second time, like I went over like a few days later, and we had that. She's like, I knew you needed to nut because I knew you would probably never talk to me again. Like if you didn't come, and I never talked to her again after. Holla. Nah, I'm joking. I talked to her again, but I never.
It's a holla.
Nah. I'm
So
joking.
you prefer hoes? That's okay.
Nah. I'm joking.
You like good girls too, or just hoes?
Yeah, I like good. Well, I just need girls that can activate and be on my wavelength. That obviously, like I work in the entertainment industry, so I need a woman who understands. Like I might have to cancel dinner plans. I might have to do this. I gotta run around. I gotta scramble. I gotta make it happen. And also one that's not gonna be jealous because
You're always
that's
gonna have.
that's
multiple
actually
women.
the funny thing that broke us up was because a lot of people don't know this. I was actually gonna start doing OnlyFans like before I lost my page back then.
Mhm.
And she was like, I don't want you doing OnlyFans. I'm like, why? She's like, because you're gonna have sex with these girls and they're gonna fall in love with you like I did. And like you're gonna wine and dine them, you're gonna forget all about me. I'm like, girl, you literally just came from a shoot where you're getting dicked down by a 12-inch cock. Like and I'm not judging you, and you don't want me to what you are bugging. So I was like, this is not gonna work.
You are
Yeah.
bugged.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
She was getting some big D.
Yeah.
Was the vagina still good?
Yeah. Well, to me, honestly, when a vagina is accepting and warming, it's gonna suck that thing in like a vacuum, like that.
It has the
That's
suction.
why when dudes talk about like, oh, I like tight pussy, tight. Like,
It's
no,
just the
brother, that
suction.
girl is not comfortable with you. Her pussy is tight because she is clenching up because she's like, I'm not feeling this dude. Like,
It
when,
has to be
when a girl
biting.
feels you, it opens up. Especially like the mom puss, because it's
The mom puss.
Yeah, that MILF puss.
Put in my 30 days.
Yeah,
After this.
exactly. So.
So wait,
I forgot what we were talking about.
Was the,
don't know
wait, was the
either.
girl that
I got
got the pussy job done?
Yeah, that was her. Yeah,
That was the ex?
Yeah, it was one of it. It looked nice. Afterwards.
Do you feel like traditional relationships are like on their way out?
I mean, absolutely. Well, I'm not a traditional man, so it's hard for me to sort of generalize across the board. But I mean, look at how it is nowadays. The internet, it's just you have so many options. Like I've never been into the dating apps, but I imagine it's like gambling almost. Like it feels just like you're swiping. It becomes addictive. Like there's just too many options. I mean, back in the day, you had maybe one boyfriend, girlfriend, and that was because there wasn't a lot of options. But now, we in a relationship. I got this girl from high school DMing me like, hey, what's up? You
how you
looking
been?
good? Like that. There's so many ways to cheat.
And necessity. Like I feel like back then people needed more. They worked together as a family. They had more children based off of like taking care of land or taking care of, household things or, I think things are just not as
And I think our generation too, like I think we've kind of gotten to a place where we expect our partners to be perfection. And like that's not really what relationships are. Like any relationship is never going to be perfect. Like we all love the honeymoon period of a relationship. It's the best thing in the world. Let's head over heels. But then, okay, how does it work once you get a little choppy and stuff? Like, that's when you test the merit of a relationship.
Absolutely.
So like that's why I'm like, at the end of the day, if you're gonna start causing me more stress than satisfaction and relief, then like that relationship is not worth it.
Yeah, it's not the same.
And I'm on the internet. I got hoes, baby. I got hoes. No,
Right.
I'm
But
just playing.
what's really not fair is that
Right,
women
right.
are still held to not like we can't never be like I got hoes, I got niggas. Like
Yeah,
that's
you
not
can.
fair.
Well, that's why you gotta hang with the hoes I know. They'd be like, yeah, I got
The hoes I know.
I would say really the most important thing in a relationship is trust. At the end of the day, like if you don't trust your partner, then it's not gonna go far. Like I've never been the type that I want to be all up in my girl's phone, checking it, see who she's messaging, this, that, and the third. And I think that's a big problem. A lot of men that I talk to have a lot of jealousy issues. Me personally, like I said, I'm not pressed if I'm out at the club with my girl or out and she's dancing around with her girls and maybe a dude like grinds up on her. Like she's coming home with me at the end of the night. Like I'm not pressed about that. So dudes need to learn how to be more confident and. Because also I'm speaking from I'm 39, so I've experienced a lot more. Like, so I'm not with the bullshit. Like, let the bullshit go. Like, once you used to get to a certain age where you realize a lot of the shit you cared about in your 20s, like in early 30s in dating, like it doesn't even fucking matter, a lot of this shit. So just learn how to trust your partner. If you can't trust them, then you gotta let it be and just let it be a situationship or whatever, don't catch feelings.
Who do you think polices monogamy more, men or women?
I mean, I would probably say men just because like, there's such this sort of like importance put on women's like sort of pureness and everything like that and not being out there and stuff like that. I think, men as a whole have persecuted women for doing things. I mean, look at like the Salem witch trials. Like we literally drowned women because like, although that'd be great. That'd be a good way to get rid of your ex. Like now I'm thinking about it, this bitch a witch, y'all. Like burn her. Like, like
Scarlet letter.
Yeah, like that. I'm about to do that skit next week, I think. Like it must be.
You just getting bad ideas.
Nah, but yeah,
I mean, they make
I
it
think
look
men
like
police
women.
it more just because they have a certain concept overall of what women should be and how they should act, and like I just think I just hate that sort of model of things. Like I like a boss chick. I like a girl who isn't on top of me all the time, who has her own life, has her own friends, isn't under my shit 24/7. Like, that's why I like women who have their own goals too, and aren't just all. Obviously, I like when you worship me and stuff like that. I like, beat on my beck and call, but I like a woman who's goal driven too and career driven and has her own shit she wants to do, and like we just complement each other. We make each other better by being together.
Right.
I do agree with you about what men's viewpoint on women
Yeah.
should be, but then that doesn't really stop them from going out and doing their own thing.
Well, it's good for me, not good for thee. The age old, because men. I mean, it's the age old thing. Like men, like when we cheat, like it's really just about getting the poison out. It's not about like it could be. I could be dating a 10 like you, but I'm out with a fucking 3, like just to get the nut out, like just to get squeeze the poison out,
And I know it's a mistake.
But when women cheat, y'all, it's emotional for y'all. It's like it's not even like
That's what y'all say.
Sometimes you're just trying to catch something.
I
on the
mean,
side,
hey,
like,
when women say
some
things,
hysteria.
obviously,
oh, okay. I just
we
feel
need
like
a man to tell us how we feel too.
right.
I think
like
that,
to
like,
mansplain you things.
I think men police monogamy more, but I find it reasonable if it's because typically men are taking on the burden of providing, which is a burden to even be able to do. Like men protect their investments, and when I have to look after you and be responsible for you and the lifestyle that you want, that you share your dreams to me, and then I have to go accomplish these desires that your heart is having. That's why I think men police monogamy more, because of that. You tell me you want a yacht, you tell me you want a Lamborghini truck, you tell me you want all these different things, and I'm going out and if I do get it, assuming that I do,
Right.
and then you go sleep with this person. It's like, well, I've not just invested, emotionally here, but I've invested physically in my work ethic.
I be feeling bad for like the married women I be sleeping with sometimes. Like I know their husbands probably like, I'm like, this house is nice.
It's
Like,
not even- You guys are laughing.
No, not the house. No, it's always
You
it's
guys
always a
have
hotel.
read
It's
these
always
things
a
in a
hotel.
book. Like I want
It's
to
always
know.
a trip.
Right, yeah.
I want to know who y'all have bought a house for. Like these are all damn near things we see in movies and in books.
Well, I would
Because
think that.
at the end of,
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. My bad. I apologize.
okay, because when we really think about it, a lot of women are working these days. A lot of women are not stay-at-home people.
Right.
A lot of women are really out here, even if it's a content creator. A lot of women are doing what they have to do. Now, what really is the problem, I think, because don't get me wrong, we're constantly worried about our man cheating on us. We expect it.
Especially when we get a fresh haircut, like stepping out. All of a sudden, we got a million things to do.
You never home.
I want to go to your bar. I want to go to your barber. You got a nice little Caesar takeout joint. I
Come on
like
here.
that. I like that. Oh, you cut your own hair? Oh, okay.
Come on here.
Looks like sounds like a love thing. So, anyways,
Yes.
y'all know,
That's too
y'all know I
light
got
skin.
ADHD.
You know, I
I
like the
forgot.
darker chocolate, Jada. Come on.
No,
man.
they always do.
No,
They
but
always
she's a little
do.
darker melanin. But yeah, I like you though too.
all
Don't
right.
worry
Jacob,
about
I will
that.
rob you, motherfucking blind.
I
Don't even.
do appreciate what
I
y'all
know,
saying,
I
but
know.
I
Right.
just don't agree.
Okay.
I don't
okay.
think that men police monogamy more.
think it's more
I think
women.
Girl,
women definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I was going more towards your point. What did you say again? Because
they be taking care of their women.
Well, for the men
All the
that
time.
do.
Like, okay, yes, to go with that point, even if you were in a polygamous relationship, you would have been doing that anyway. Because I remember specifically this conversation I had on 8 at the Table with you. I said, wouldn't it be harder for you if you had 2 girlfriends, 2 wives, and you still had the same job? You have to provide for
Right.
more than one woman. I'll do it, and then I'll have 2. Then we have 3 incomes, so that'll be good. You're still striving towards the same goal, whether you have 1 girlfriend, whether you have 2 girlfriends, 1 wife, 2 wives, whatever.
You still got to work.
Whatever it is, exactly. You
Yeah, but
still
that
have
mean-
to work.
That's
and you
another
still
income. They
are
still gotta
providing
work.
Like
for
if you
whoever
go
you're in a
30 and
That's a
you go
luxury.
30, if
That's a
30
luxury
and
for
30
him.
and then she makes 60, it's the
So
same
that's a
shit.
luxury for you.
No, I mean the thing
In
is,
that situation, I might get my coochie tickled outside.
well, first and foremost,
Period.
what we're talking about, that was off topic, right? Your coochie's been tickled in Jamaica. But
Sure has. It was great.
But go ahead. What you were saying about women policing monogamy more.
I did just say.
Yeah, she just
You-
said
No,
it.
you said
You said-
no.
I don't
You
think you
said
was listening, brother.
no,
She
you were
said-
saying that I said about this working towards thing, but you didn't say the reason why you think women police monogamy more.
Well, that's why I said I was going more towards your point in that not being the case, that men would have been policing more because they would have been doing that regardless.
Oh, so you're saying
So
you
it doesn't
initially were
really-
gonna say that women
No,
police
I was
monogamy
saying because
more.
I was on the fence because I was just like, I don't know who would be policing it more because I do know that more so men are the ones usually pushing for polygamy. They're the ones really requesting the threesomes and another partner to come in. You're not really gonna hear that most times from a woman. I'm not saying never.
Because he doesn't want to cheat on you.
Just
Can
gave
I
me a
say
great
my
idea for a
part?
skit, by the way.
I
Thank
saved
you.
the best for last.
Yes.
Now, men make it seem like women are policing more. But let's really be for real.
Wait, who said men making it seem we
They make it seem
agreed
like
that
we
men-
nag you. No, okay. That's what y'all saying today. But y'all make it seem like women are all, and then we talk about it all the time, how men ain't shit, how they got kids all over the place, and everybody talking about they ain't got no daddy.
Women
Okay,
got kids
so
too.
wait a minute. I'm gonna just talk about it, okay?
Straight up.
You said you love hoes, right?
Yeah.
He did.
You love hoes
can run
too,
it back.
right?
No, I don't love. I
Yes,
like
you do.
them.
You used to love hoes. What happened?
I like them. I fuck with them. I have
Okay.
fun with them.
Jada,
I do
I
not
got
get
a
into
point to
no.
make.
that man in trouble.
I'm not, but I'm just trying to make a point because he did say he liked hoes at one point back
I
in the
do.
day.
I do
back
like
in
hoes.
2022. So, anyways,
No, I never said no. I love
a lot of times men end up marrying their hoe or being with their hoe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
marrying.
Okay. you don't know a lot of hoes is married, right? A lot of the women
don't
he's
know,
holding
man.
these
I've been
households
thinking about
together.
that, like a girl from the neighborhood who got married to a dude who wasn't from the neighborhood. I'm like, damn, if that
Right.
dude only knew how
Exactly.
many bodies
Thank
she
you.
got.
So
like,
Jacob,
you know?
let's just have this
Maybe
conversation
he
real
does.
quick.
Right.
Maybe he does.
Let's just have this
But that's
conversation real
now,
quick
because
because
back in the
everybody
day, you
thinks.
weren't, you weren't supposed
Y'all
to.
never let me talk.
Right, let
This
her
was my
talk.
subject.
Yeah. All right, go right ahead.
A lot
It's
of
all
people,
on you.
a lot of people act like the good girls are the ones that are getting married. Well, really, what is it called? A trophy wife.
Trophy wife, yeah.
They want somebody that's gonna look good, shake that, toot it in a
Toot it
circle,
and boot it up.
toot it
yeah,
and boot it,
up,
suck
yeah.
it and swallow. They want. I mean, if you got the bag, because
Right.
we got people that's talking about providing that don't even really like. You're not buying me that Lamborghini.
Right. No, the girls that are hoes, they
The
they
hoes
earn
are
it.
getting
They
the
earn it. They know
Lamborghinis.
it, you know?
So with
Well,
that being
in
said,
America,
those
yeah.
are the ones that are being policed, and most of the guys got to police their wives because the bitch was a hoe
Mm.
at the end of the day. So that's where it begins. I'm sorry,
I
but
think-
if you want your second wife or whatever, it doesn't even matter. If your first wife is the person that you love, she's beautiful, or she's the person you found most attractive, or she's the person that you decided you wanted to be with for the rest of your life, she must got something going on, and you want to protect that.
That's so wrong.
And a lot of times,
The girls don't get the Lamborghini.
I think that's
a couple of times if they Muslim, maybe.
I am not.
Jada. I think that you got to step outside.
No, you
of
got to
your-
step outside.
of your experience because
no.
the coin is actually, I would say it's even. There are a lot of hoes that are successful.
A lot of hoes get
and There's a
married.
lot of good women that are successful
So
too.
it's half and half.
I'm not gonna say half and half, but there's a lot, right? I don't know what the percentile.
It's
is.
half and half.
But what I will say is that you gotta also think that a lot of men
And when they get their money, they prefer hoes.
men will cheat with a hoe and marry a girl
Oh
who's
my
not.
gosh, that's what you say. Maybe that's what you would do.
I'm not saying that it's not possible in my future. But what I can say is 31 years on this earth, I've never been around a group of men who brought a girl who was a hoe and we didn't even like, damn, she's a hoe. First of all, you gotta remember back
31.
when I was
You just said it. You're 31.
but back when
You'll
I
get
was
there.
growing up,
I
back
let friends marry hoes because I don't want to speak up on some shit. I don't
Like-
want
But
to cause
but
a
that's what we
problem.
don't do though.
Like, your girl's a hoe, but I'm not going to say nothing because he ain't going to listen. There's no
And they-
point.
But
No,
he's
but-
probably
but-
having a good
but-
time,
but
right?
look-
They're
No,
having
I
a
don't
good
mean,
time.
I just mean like, it's just like, I don't want to get into this.
Yeah,
Nah,
just
Jacob,
forget
look,
it.
I don't want to call
we
it.
all like, and the people that I've grown up with, if a girl was a hoe and we knew she was a hoe, we
Right.
tell our bro, like, listen, you love her, she might be good for you, but she's a thought or she was a
Right.
thought. And that's just how we played the game our entire
I
lives.
feel you.
You know
I
what
think
I'm
your
saying?
perspective might change as you get older.
So
and
he's
have
talking
more,
about
like,
girls
you
he
know.
grew up around.
No, I get what
You
I-
get where I'm
no, I
now
get what
why
you're
I'm
saying.
not
I know
listening
exactly
to
what
that.
you're
Talking about
saying.
girls that
You
we-
just said
First of all,
that.
the number one rule growing, listen, somewhere down the
You
line,
said the girls I grew up with.
somewhere down the line, the people from Men in Black took their flash and started spraying everybody's eyes and said, yo, forget the rules. When I grew up, the rule was this. You never date the out-of-town girls. The out-of-town girls
You
were
say that all the
thoughts.
time.
This is a fact. If you were born in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s, you know this rule. The out-of-town girls were hoes. So if you think I'm going to go ahead and find you off Instagram from Houston, Texas, and I'm going to sit here and think that you're just a goody two-shoes girl, then you
Right.
must think I'm a fucking fool.
right.
I know you're a thought. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or
Until I talk to you off camera.
Yeah.
whatever, bro.
No, but I know my girls be hoes. Like I said, like that's just me speaking for me. Like, you
Bruh,
know,
I'm done today.
That makes sense if like she came to the neighborhood like out of the blue and she's from Houston, or if she transferred into school in the middle of the school year, so maybe some shit went down. So yeah, that's
she
a
just
whole.
flew with her pussy
if
lips
you
to go across
on-
there.
No, she got to snip first.
She got
If
stepped
you
from.
on social media and you find somebody from Houston, there's mad bitches from Houston.
Nah, I remember
Why
when-
this Houston girl
I
got
remember,
to be a hoe?
I remember I started talking to one girl. I was like, she was bad, like super bad, living in like a penthouse, like in Times Square. Like, I was like, so what do you like? I knew the answer already.
What
but
do you
I'm being
do?
honest. I'm like, so what do you do for a living? I'm like, she's like, oh, I do forex trading. I'm like, bullshit. Like, I'm like, oh, what's forex? I'm like, oh, you was there with Drewski and shit, like, you know.
Explain it, right.
I was like, girl, you a high class hooker. Like, get the hell out of here. You ain't doing no damn forex trading. Like, get the hell out of here.
But you can come to her house. Ain't nobody
You got an
over there.
Android phone, girl, and an iPhone. You got the Android phone is the whole phone. We know that, all right?
For real.
That's how if you see a girl that has an iPhone and an Android phone, she's hoeing, all right? Just so y'all know.
She's serious business. And look, I want to just
Trap is
I want to
booming.
just put this in. I want to put this in perspective,
You
right?
gotta win all the time. Go ahead.
Norm.
We have all the biggest. We've seen this on like Shade Room and Spiritual Word and all these different blogs that the places that have the highest STD rates are what? Houston, Miami, Atlanta.
The most lit spots in the country.
The most moved to spots.
Right.
The most moved to spots
Right.
has the most STDs because hoes travel to go ahead and wipe away their resume.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying?
God,
This is
that's
what
the
happens.
reason, everybody.
That's why it's important that everyone goes get tested. All
the
right,
hoes
make
changing.
sure you test and practice safe sex. That's one good thing about messing with porn stars is that they make you go
They
get
get
talent
tested.
tested.
Mhm.
So like you know,
Damn,
they'd be
y'all.
like, you know, I was good.
The reason
you know?
for STDs, don't forget this, is because hoes be traveling and moving.